Alright, and we live. What's up, everybody? It's Game Talk. I'm Gangster. I'm here with Brimstone, aka Digital Fracture,
What's going on, guys?
and my man Blue.
I am foolish, but also smallish. Damn, I just
Oh,
came
there's
up
a
with that right
fucking
now.
update. No wonder.
Oh,
An
what
update
So,
for
on-
boys, stream. I'm gonna have to restart. I'll be right back. I apologize. I'll come right back, obviously.
Having issues
JC,
with
I'll be
Valorant?
back. No, it's a fucking system update.
Oh,
Windows? You just don't update. That's what I do.
This is so annoying. I'll be right back.
That's wild. You
wait, like a
started, it
Windows
needs like
update, Brim?
Gone.
Right.
Gone.
Poof.
Dude.
Yes, JC, there is always an update. But why are the updates always there? Well, how you doing tonight, Blue?
Just fine actually. I made a choice that I maybe will regret. I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see. What choice was that, Blue?
I got a reservation for the Steam Decks. Okay, I almost call it the Switch Decks again.
Well, you did call it Steam Decks, and it's the Steam Deck, but sure.
Either way, I just pre-ordered a reservation for one, and I don't know, it looks cool.
Oh, I definitely wouldn't mind one. Like I said, I'm gonna wait until they get either cheaper or I can buy one off of Craigslist or whatever.
I mean, because here's the thing, it's kind of interesting because all this, like the Steam, all these, as far this is what I've heard, by the way, and by the way, this is just from what I heard from someone else pre-order as well. And no matter which version you buy, which by the way, if you do plan to buy this thing, buy the 250 gig version, or 256 gigs technically, because it's an SSD, and also because it's basically worth it. Because the cheapest one is a like just a basic hard drive, and it's only, or not hard drive. I think it's just like a cartridge or some kind. It's only like 64 gigs.
Well, yeah, only having 64 gigs, that's a nut punch. But why not the 512 version?
I mean, you can get the 512 version if you want. For me, I'm gonna be honest. I'll just tell you the price, because in Canada price it's $819.
Yeah, it was like
which is
it's
a
like
little too
600.
pricey.
It's like $600 in the U.S.
I mean, I know money, me, bear with me. It's a bit too pricey. The more expensive version, and you can, as far as I know, you can also put your own storage on there as well, or something
Can
like
you?
that.
That's what I was curious about. Is if it had a like if you could
has
put a SD card or something in there.
Here's the thing. I don't know about an SD card, but there's at the below it of it. There's gonna be like a USB, HDMI, and an Ethernet plug and a bunch of other stuff. So I
Yeah, but that
assume
would
you'll
suck.
be able.
Like having to plug in an external USB hard drive.
I mean,
Like
yeah.
SD card slot would be way better because they make fucking like 2 and 4 whatever 100 gig SD cards.
I think it might be. Problem is, I'm not sure like how how it's gonna be, because we just need to know more information about this. But
Yes, we do. Well, although
the
we
only
do
thing,
know something about the Steam Deck. That's not the
which
greatest, although it's kind of understandable, I guess.
I come over to the camera on Apex, Destiny, PUBG, and Siege.
Yes. So like it basically like 9 out of the top 10 games placed on 9 out of the top 10 games on the Steam top 10 played list, it can't play. And the reason is because the Steam Deck runs on Linux. And so it has to run Proton to make all of the non-Linux compatible games be able to play. And unfortunately right now, Proton is not compatible with the anti-cheat software that most of those games use. Now,
So it's not an issue of hardware. It's more an
no,
issue of
it's
just
not an issue of hardware.
quality.
So it's definitely not. I mean, this thing is powerful as shit. I mean, it runs a pretty fucking powerful AMD.
I'm surprised how powerful. Like I'm kind of surprised because how small it looks.
Yeah,
Actually,
it's
who
like an
knows? It's
eight.
probably
It's like an
big as
eight.
hell if you hold it. But
It's like an 8-core AMD APU, right? I think
I, I think so because
something
the
like
hardware
that.
on it looks
Yeah, it's
the
beefy.
hard. It's actually crazy. It's crazy enough. I know I like the Switch first off, but I'm just gonna have to roast it a little bit. It's kind of crazy that like this thing just comes out and the only reason it can't run some of these other games is because of the Linux thing or whatever. But versus like that's the only like that. But versus the Switch that
Oh,
fucking
okay,
can
here we
run
go.
a lot of games.
JC's got it. Computer processor, AMD APU, Zen 2, 4-core, 8-thread, 2.4 to 3.5 gigahertz, up to 448 gigaflops. GPU is an 8. I think
All
that
right.
means 8. What up? I think it's an 8, a Navi 8 RDNA 2, 1.0 to 1.6 gigahertz, up to 1.6 teraflops.
Ooh, talking about
And
AMD.
It's
for
the new console.
the the Steam Deck.
Oh, okay.
I
So
think
it can run like
for
RTSs and shit probably, but it won't be able to run anything like really all that intensive. I'm guessing.
no,
'Cause
no,
gonna
it's
have
actually dumbass powerful. It's got a. I was just reading through it. It's got
Really?
an AMD APU, 4-core, 8-thread, 3.5 gigahertz. The GPU is a Navi 8 RDNA 2, that runs 1.0 to 1.6 gigahertz, and then it's got 16 gigabytes of LPDDR5 RAM. Assuming that's just the DDR5
16 gigs of
graphics stuff.
RAM, dude. That's wild. What
Yeah,
the fuck?
it's a powerful ass piece of hardware. Unfortunately, as of right now, it will not run 9 out of the top 10 Steam games. Not because of hardware, but because it runs on Linux, and in order to run the non-Linux compatible games, it runs Proton. But unfortunately, Proton, as of right now, is not compatible with the anti-cheat that most of the modern like shooters like Siege, Apex, what were some of the others? Siege, Apex,
PUBG and a couple of
PUBG,
it.
yeah, PUBG and a few others. It's not compatible with those. For one reason or another. So as of right now, it will not run the more popular competitive like shooters and stuff like that. Which it's unfortunate, but it's not exactly
A
not
loss.
well. It's not Steam's fault, right? Because it's not a Windows machine, and I don't think I'd want it running Windows.
I mean, here's the thing. I'm actually kind of surprised that it's doing Linux though.
And
Not that it's a bad thing, but
they are trying to work with
remedy.
they're trying to work with the Proton developers to get Proton working with the anti-cheat that it's not compatible with. So it might be in the future that they will be able to play Apex, Siege, and all the other
Shooters
popular shooters. Yeah.
I mean,
So we'll have to that'll be a future thing that'll have to be addressed.
Also, this thing is I don't want to say it's not copying the Switch. I don't know, some people might say that, but it's actually gonna have its own dock or whatever that you can plug it into like a monitor or TV as well. And you can plug and you can plug.
I don't see why it needs a dock. All you really need is a cord.
Not yeah. I said dock. It's just an HDMI cord, but it's like you can plug in that, and then you can plug in your own mouse and keyboard too. So there is that as well.
Nice. I'm loving this thing. Like I said, I'd totally buy one if I had the money. I'll just have to wait until somebody's selling a used one.
I don't plan to buy it for shooters because I don't really plan to play shooters.
That's kind of the thing, right? It's like how many people really want to play Apex on that thing competitively?
Has anyone played or seen Apex on the Switch? Yeah, no.
It doesn't usually work out. Like as good as it might be, like it's just not. That's not what those things are made for. They're made for on the go, fun stuff. So yeah,
Yeah.
I assume most of the people buying it aren't going to be too disappointed if they aren't ever able to get Apex and all them running with the anti-cheat on Proton. You know,
I
it's
mean, the
I
thing.
wouldn't buy one with that intention. If I want to play a competitive shooter, I'll play it on my PC. I'm gonna want that thing for like Dead Cells on the go, or fucking whatever.
The crazy part about this thing though is, what was it? I actually, it just all as soon as I thought about getting a gaming laptop, this thing decides to come out. So I'm like, fuck it, let's do it.
Well, a gaming laptop would still be better if you wanted to do things like play competitive
Playing the.
shooters or
I
stuff
mean,
like
the thing
that.
is, what was it? When I was going to get a gaming laptop, it wasn't. I wasn't planning to do that. It was
No,
mostly just for turn-based single-player RPGs. Anyways,
yeah, I mean, why not?
I mean that's what I was planning to do with it. So like this thing decided to come out. It's perfect. I don't plan to play shooters
And a
on
lot
this thing.
cheaper than a gaming
Oh
laptop.
yeah, especially where I live, dude, gaming laptops they'll cost you your soul and a few extra fucking piece of your liver for
I
it.
mean, a while back when my girlfriend got hers, it was a pretty good one. This was back when I think it was I can't remember if the Nvidia 7 series was out yet or if it was still the 6 series, but it had a it had a Intel 4 core, I think, but pretty powerful, and an Nvidia 650 mobile or whatever, 16 gigs of RAM, and it was only like $800, which was pretty good for it was a top of the line Ace, like
Oh,
not top of the line like the best that they made, but it was a really good Asus like gaming laptop, like it had really good cooling and all that. But that was still $800 for a computer that if you were building a desktop, you could either build twice as good of a desktop for that price
cheaper to build that one.
or build that one for, like $500 or whatever it was. So, yeah, I mean gaming laptops it's how it works, right? You're stuffing top quality desktop components into a laptop, it's going to be more expensive. That's just how it
You
is.
can also plug in a controller on this thing as well, so you don't have to use the
Oh,
D-pad
it'll
controls.
probably do them wirelessly.
Crazy enough, this thing has like more options than the Switch. What the fuck?
Almost like
And
PC
also,
stuff is better.
right? Also, it's like the crazy part to me. I'm surprised they're doing Linux. I didn't think they would do it.
Oh no, yeah, dude, they always do Linux. Dude, everything that's not an actual PC runs off of Linux. Like all your routers, your TVs, like
Was it? I know most. I only heard. I always thought Linux, like mostly government stuff, use Linux.
that too. It's open source, so anybody can use it, and it's popular, so a lot of people know how to work with it, and it's
You'll be,
it's very powerful and has a lot of utility, so it's really easy to make it work for stuff like this.
and all. I mean, the one thing since it's Linux, so probably a way. But I'm wondering if there'll be a way to use emulators on it.
Absolutely. I guarantee you there's Linux compatible emulators out there. I guarantee you. Way too many people
No,
use Linux for that not to be the case.
no, I'm not saying like there's not Linux compatible. I'm just wondering if you'll be able to like use it or whatever on it.
Why not? It runs Linux.
I mean, that's true. You got a point there.
Yeah, JC, I do think the Steam boxes were Windows, but that's not the norm. Like everything,
Steam boxes were also kind of horrible.
and they were,
Just keep that
yeah.
in mind.
But like consoles, they run Linux kernels. Like any non-computer thing, like TVs, routers, fridges, all that, anything that's got that's got like an operating system that's not a PC, they always run Linux because it's just super easy to make it work. Yeah, I mean, somebody even got a Linux kernel to run on, what was it? Like the Game Boy Advance or something? I mean, that's how much utility Linux has. It's like somebody got a Linux kernel to run on like a Game Boy Advance device or something.
No, because what was it? The reason why I brought up emulators because I thought it'd be so funny because and as an example, Nintendo released the all 3 Mario games, but like Galaxy and Sunshine, and like as a quote unquote remaster for like the Mario anniversary. And I thought it'd be so funny that like this thing will be able to play those games twice as better on emulator.
Probably. Yeah. I mean,
That'd be so
they
funny too.
probably run better on my Vita through emulation. Just saying.
I mean, it's kind of whack to think about. Like, I mean, this thing. Like, I didn't think Valve was gonna make another console again, or like try to do something. But I guess they're gonna
Well,
try.
yeah,
Like,
because
I don't.
the Steam box was kind of garbage, but this actually looks like it's got some potential.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. This thing has more potential and like more excitement for me than like the consoles. So
Well,
also,
yeah,
you
I
can.
actually might buy one of these.
you actually might be able to buy one of these as well. Actually, I don't. I shouldn't
How
say
much are they
that.
going for? $3.99, right?
No, the
It's
cheapest ones are.
don't buy the cheapest one. Just
Yeah,
I'm
the
gonna be
cheapest one
flat
does.
out.
It looks like kind of garbage because does not have a lot of space. But I think the cheapest one is like 250, and then the the most expensive one is like 600. The mid-tier one, which is the 256 gig, I think that one is like 399.
If you plan to buy this thing, buy mid tier to high tier. You don't buy you. There's no point of buying the two. You like there's actually don't buy the 250 one. You're just wasting your money.
You mean the 60? Oh, yeah, the $250 one. Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to talk an American price for that one, but like the 64 gig one, don't buy it because it's actually just a waste of money.
Well, not just that. The 64 gigs. That's not a lot of space.
Hello.
Yeah, you'll be playing. I don't even think I'll be able to install like a couple of games on there to be honest.
Yeah, basically, get like 5 games and that's it.
Yeah, and I don't know, I'm actually kind of excited for this console, and I'm not just saying this because I just pre-ordered it. You know, I just did technically, but I'm just wondering how like because you know there's been a lot of tech shortages lately. I'm wondering if there's gonna be any like same with this new console. There's gonna be
It might.
shortages
I
as
mean, the
well.
tech shortages are getting a little better, but yeah, they might have
Because
problems with stock.
I mean, because my reservation, the one that I got, it says my estimated availability time will be Q2 of 2022, so quarter 2 of 2022.
Yeah, so around a little earlier than now, like springtime.
It'll be springtime that's
Yeah. That's
which, by the way, that's
quite a long wait.
I mean, it's a long way, but at least I know I'll be able to pre-order it instead of just having to potentially get screwed over by like, oh, I'm kind of happy to doing this reservation system. Then I go, you can pre-order right now, and like basically no one gets it, or no one who like kind of wants it like me gets it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of wish graphics card would do this. Graphics card would do this, to be honest, but you know, it's whatever.
It is what it is.
Either way, I'm very excited, and I am totally Anyways,
You'll have to tell us how it runs.
I'll tell you how it runs next year.
Right?
Next year.
1 year from today.
And also, it comes with a carrying case, which is nice. I actually do appreciate when they give you a free carrying case, unlike fucking Nintendo, where you have to buy the case separately. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
Oh yeah,
put
my
Nintendo
Vita
on
came
blast
with a
again
case. Just saying.
Nowadays, it feels like nowadays they don't want to include that shit because they just want to charge you. Cough, cough.
Well,
Nintendo,
shit, man. Yeah,
but...
Apple doesn't even give you a charger anymore.
Wait, what? I didn't know this.
Oh yeah. Yep.
That is fucking whack.
They assume that you already have a charger, so they just don't give you one.
That's so dumb because every time I would get a new phone, I would just use that new charger because it'd be like, oh, it's a fresh one, even though it probably wouldn't make that much of a difference.
Well,
It just kinda
actually,
felt
like,
better.
now isn't quite so bad because most devices nowadays use a lot of juice, and so their chargers are pretty good. But like, yeah, there's plenty of times where like my old charger didn't have enough amperage to charge my new phone. because it would be
Yeah.
like a quarter of a milliamp, whereas the new phone would take like, you know, 3/4 of a milliamp or something like that.
Yeah, and I mean that's just whack to me. But either way, it's coming with that. If you buy the most expensive version though, you also get an exclusive Steam community bundle, whatever that means. I'm not sure what that means.
Probably a few games or some.
Yeah,
Also,
you get their collection of like typical games you've already owned.
Right, I know, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
10
bro.
games, you already own 9 of them, and you don't
Source
care.
collection, including Team Fortress 1. You get this. I'm like, come
I mean,
on,
here's
guys, really?
here's the thing. I don't own Team Fortress 1 or Counter-Strike Source, so if it gave me Counter-Strike
What the
Source, that'd be
fuck?
useful to me.
How do you not own Counter-Strike Source? Fucking
Because the
pleb.
only Counter-Strike I played is Go.
This guy. Terrible, dude. Fucking terrible.
I don't know. I'm not gonna go buy a game that's like 10 years old. Or not 10 years old. I don't know all Counter-Strike Sources.
It's 20 years at this point? Yeah, 2001 to
Jesus.
2002.
It's like boomer in the gaming world.
This is a while ago, that's for sure.
No, I don't know. And also, shit, let me just tap out. Exclusive virtual keyboard theme. I don't know what that means.
Your virtual keyboard, it'll have an exclusive theme.
Oh,
Like
that's the problem.
it'll glow a special color or.
Yeah, I don't. And also, they don't like specifically list this, but the more expensive version will have a better screen, even though you could buy the second version, the one that I got, and your screen will be just fine. But if you want a better screen or like a couple other fancy perks, I guess you can buy the most expensive one.
Yeah.
Because you get premium anti-glare like glass or whatever. I don't really know all that means but
It's just a special glass or special coating, the anti-glare.
I mean, yeah, if you want all that stuff, cool. But if you're me, who doesn't really care about that stuff and doesn't like put their dirty fingers on any of the screens, then
That
you'll be fine.
has nothing to do with glare.
Oh, never mind then. Anyways,
yeah, that's glare. That has to do with the surface of the glass.
oh, well, I'll ignore that. Anyways. Either way, also you can get your own storage on there. You can include your own storage on there as well.
Yeah, but how?
250 gigs.
To have like an SD card slot, or is it just
no
like...
idea.
No
idea.
Because SD card slot, that's cool. If it's like external USB, that's kind of janky. Because I really don't want to fucking plug in a fucking external USB drive.
I mean, I would assume, judging by the size, they'd probably do a cartridge system over an SC.
Why? SD cards work fine.
No, I said SD card, not USB.
Yeah, but you said like cartridge slot.
No, because I'm looking at the size of it, and I'm thinking it probably would have one. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see. Probably. Well, it's a little early for all of the specs to be released. So.
Either way, this thing is, if you want a portable gaming console, I get this. If you really want, I know the Switch has cool games, but like, I don't know, get what you want.
Yeah.
Either way, I'm satisfied. Even though I'm gonna be honest, I pre-ordered this. I heard about this thing like 10 minutes ago, and I pre-ordered this thing 10 minutes ago. So take that as you will.
Sure.
So anyways, now Digital's back. How you doing, Digital, buddy old pal?
What was that, dude?
I said now that you're back, because you had to restart your computer. How you doing, buddy old pal?
I'm doing all right, bro. Playing a lot of
That's
Valorant. A lot of Valorant. Been getting I'm doing solo queue on my ranks, right? And I've been getting nothing but troll lobbies, bro. It's so fucking annoying, dude.
Are you just getting pub stomped by
Like
kids?
we'll be doing good. We'll win like the first 7 or 8 matches without a hitch, dude, and then they start throwing, dude. I'm like, what the fuck?
So,
Every fucking
damn,
game's been like that. And
really?
I've been hard carrying all my games too.
What have you all been playing? I know TV's as digital in Valorant, but what have you been playing, Pete?
Just WoW.
Do what?
I was asked what you were playing, but you already give the answer, so I was like, that'd be a dumb thing to ask.
Yep, just WoW.
Yeah, and also I have to confess, I think I might be developing a League of Legends addiction.
It happens.
There's
I
a
don't know
reason
what
why
it
that
is.
game's popular, dude.
No, I don't know if what it is, but like I'm gonna be honest, I haven't played a game that gave me such a dopamine rush after killing someone in like so long. Because I don't know, because whenever I play Call of Duty, I kill someone, it's like, oh, it's whatever. Like most games I play, whenever I kill someone, it's like, oh, it's whatever. When I'm in League and I see some fucking piece of shit Annie player in mid lane and I combo his ass to death, I don't know. That just it feels really good. My brain, all the chemicals go off. I'm talking like an addict, but like bear with me.
I know why there's so many shitty
Fuck
Annie
off.
players.
No, the
She's
problem-
an easy character, dude. She's a really
No,
easy
no.
character to
The
use.
problem with Annie is like if it's a bad player, I'll just smoke him. But if it's someone who's really good, they'll fucking nuke me.
That's
Because
funny.
as soon as you get her to level 6, you can do a combo of her. Like you buy, I think Lost Chapter. You buy Lost Chapter at like the beginning area, and you'll be able to just take out almost every enemy in like 4 key hits, and it's a whack. I'm like, yo.
Yeah.
But luckily, I'm in low elo, so I'm in not low elo, but also low rank, so I don't experience god players yet. So I'm kind of safe.
Yeah.
Obviously, whenever I play with my friends who are like plus 100 in their ranks, it's kind of painful because I'll be up against players who like been playing, who are like virgins who have never went outside, who've been playing this game, who've been playing League for years, and will just nuke me out of existence in the game. So
Yeah, well, it's tough.
yeah, MOBAs are tough, yo. I'm gonna be honest. I thought playing them because I haven't played a MOBA in years. And now I'm finally getting back into them. So it's like now that I'm getting back into a MOBA, it's like damn, these games are fucking hard. Way different than
It's
what
hard out here for a pimp.
I guess so, because in MOBAs, like like the skill gap to me, I didn't think the skill gap would be that wide in MOBAs, but I'm like, wow, the skill gap really is that wide. I know, dumb comment.
It's massive,
but,
dude.
And I found this out recently because in Overwatch, like in Overwatch, I think like the average player and like above average player are gold and platinum. In League, the average player is silver 2, and I'm like, what?
A lot of motherfuckers play that game, bro.
No, like, and I don't even think it's just like it's a bad thing. Because that means 2 things: majority of League players are bad, or everyone who's above average will just destroy your life. That's the only 2 options it gives you. Everyone's bad, or like everyone who's above average will destroy your life.
Yeah.
You need something?
I don't know. That's whack. Anyways, what's up with anything on the docket other than the Switch? See what I did there. Anyways, or fuck Steam. I give up.
I gotta turn you up. Hold on.
I just
For some
called
reason,
the
for some reason, dude. Like, there's some days you come in and you are super loud. Then, like days like today, you are like really low.
Oh, want me to be louder for you, sexy?
I'll make you louder.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I'll make you scream louder. Yeah.
When? No.
Yeah.
Terrible, all of you.
You're a degenerate, sir, and you love it.
I'm a degenerate. I love it.
All a
But
bunch
it's-
of degenerates.
What was it? I said some crazy shit, but like the one of the things I said like about like a certain anime character, I couldn't say it on stream, to be honest, because it actually would get me in trouble.
What, that you'd willingly eat her asshole or something?
No, I said if Ganyu Genshin Impact R-worded me, then I would totally approve of it.
Well, but then it's not,
I know, but it's just funnier when you say that.
I guess.
Anyway, is there anything else on the docket,
Yeah,
news-wise?
there's a bunch of shit. So to the surprise of nobody that's dealt with this shit before, the cracked version of Resident Evil Village runs better than the retail version.
Why am I
Wait,
not
what?
surprised?
Yeah, crazy, isn't it? Yeah, you get
Is
rid
it
of
something related to
Denuvo.
Denuvo?
Yeah, you get rid of Denuvo, and the game runs better. Like, that's just amazing, isn't it?
That's just crazy.
Oh,
I would say
yeah.
Why would
why are
that be
they?
a thing?
I would say why not just
Crazy
get rid
talk.
of Denuvo at this point? But at this point, it's Capcom. We already know the answer to that question.
Well,
So
actually, they are. What is it? They're looking into PC performance issues, and they're talking about a patch.
why not just get rid of Denuvo? The game's been out for a couple months now.
Well, that's what I
So-
say. I say you want to run anti-piracy software. Okay, I don't like it, but it is what it is. You want to protect your investment. Not like Denuvo actually does, because they usually crack it within a week. But whatever, it's fine. But after a month or two, like, you've already gotten all the people who are gonna buy it in, on launch. So, like, there's no point in having anti-cheat anti-piracy on it anymore. So after 2 months or 3 months, just get rid of it.
I mean, I think they just get rid of it anyways. Because what was it? Because we talked before about piracy. How like most of the people who pirate are mostly from third world countries, who people who can't afford the game because of currency, because like how their currency is, or just how their economy
Well, there's
is.
lots of like, yeah, I love the EU Commission that did a study on piracy and then had to redact the results because in every case except for, I believe, movies. Was it movies or music? Can't remember
It might
which.
have been. It might have been music. Actually,
I
no,
think
I probably would. It probably was movies because movies
I
is so
think it
much
was
easier to
I think it
pirate.
was movies, but in all cases except for that one, piracy led to increased sales. And then even without that, uh, the assumption that every case of piracy, like the companies that complain about piracy, they equate every case of piracy to a lost sale, and yeah, that's just not the case. Because a lot of the people that pirate, they're either too broke to buy it in the first place, or like you said, they live in a country where because of the currency and exchange rates, there's just no, it costs too much for them to afford it and shit like that.
It's one of the reasons why consoles are really expensive in the third world. Just they use the consoles as an example there too.
Yeah, JC, I can't remember. I'd have to go searching for the article where they talked about it. It was either music or movies. One of them,
If I had to guess, it's probably. Wait, you talking about lost sale?
No, like I said, in all cases except for the one, and it was either music or movies, it was the prevalence of piracy helped the sales. So people were using piracy, like a lot of people say, where they use it to try it out, and then if they like it, then they go and buy it for real. But there was one where it didn't, and it wasn't as much as because it was I think it was movies actually, not music. I know it wasn't video games, but I think it was movies. But it
might have
turned
been
out
movies
they
because in games there's a pain in the ass to pirate. Someone, yeah.
they determined that for every for every case of piracy, or I should say, it took something like 10 or 15 cases of piracy to equate to one lost ticket sale. So it wasn't anywhere near what they thought it was, where for every incident of piracy, they were losing a ticket. It's like, no, it's more like every 10 or 15. But I think it was movies. I'm not 100% on that. It might have been music, but I'm pretty sure it was movies. But
Yeah, just like we talked about before, piracy. All piracy isn't like a big deal, and like how like most of the expensive pirates that happens is because third world exchange rates and all that stuff. I don't know.
Or
It's very
people
dumb.
trying it out, like I used to use it.
I don't even know how people do the try it out stuff because I'm gonna be honest. Basically, I have no patience. But it's like, damn, I couldn't like have the patience because pirating games is so much more pain in the ass than like pirating an anime or a movie or whatever you want to call it.
Of course, not that we condone piracy on this podcast.
I would
Never.
ever. I've never pirated anything in my life.
No.
Never, ever.
No. Never, ever.
Ever.
But I did use a free link to play what's it called? Honey Pop 2. So not free link, but a free thing that meme sent me. Don't worry. And all I could say to that was, thank God I didn't buy Honey Pop 2 because that game was shit.
Now, JC, because fuck this company, because the companies I say fuck this to, I won't even pirate them. Like, I refuse to even pirate Disney shit. Because I don't even want them to think that they might have lost a sale with me. So, they can go fuck themselves.
When it comes to, like, pirating something because fuck this company or whatever, when it comes to that, I guess there's, like, whenever I say fuck this company, I usually don't buy their game anyways. So I don't know about the pirate part, to be honest. Actually, you said that as well. Movies, yeah, it's pretty reasonable. Why? Because didn't, like, Game of Thrones or whatever, like, have, like, an insanely high pirate rate?
Yeah.
If I remember correctly.
Yeah,
And
it's
still
most
like
pirated.
the highest rated.
Yeah.
It was like the most high, like it was still like the highly like most high rating on HBO, despite being the most pirated. So piracy isn't a big deal, kids. Anyone who tells you otherwise is a clown.
The clowniest proportions.
On God, they are so clown. They are so clown. Instead of putting on the makeup to become a clown, they were born with it on.
I guess.
Piracy's bad, okay.
Okay. I remember I remember like people would always bring it up to try to say like PC gaming stuff piracy and all that. They'd always bring up piracy.
Who was the CEO of Epic?
Oh no! Tim Sweeney. Oh, Tim
Sweeney. Yeah, PC gamers are all just a bunch of pirates.
Not just a bunch of pirates. He shit on Linux. Tim Sweeney, who probably has all the computers that are working on Fortnite or whatever at Epic, whatever that have Linux on them. He literally shit on Linux, and then Valve comes out with a console that has Linux. So it's so funny to me to think about. Because Tim Sweeney said some shit about Linux and also piracy, but also Linux.
Yeah, calling PC gamers all a bunch of pirates and shit. It's like, yeah, go fuck yourself, bro. Your games suck now.
Yeah, Fortnite is garbage. You just got
They do.
facts and
Tell me I'm wrong.
Fortnite is garbage.
When was the last Epic game that was actually good?
The problem is the only Epic game I really played with. Actually, never mind. I never really cared about this game, but I had friends who did. It was a MOBA they had. Epic had a MOBA that everyone loved. Paladins. Was it Paladins or is that like getting the name wrong?
Paladins that wasn't made by Epic. That was made by Hi-Rez.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
No, not Paladins. It was It was a game that they canceled and basically just gave all the assets away for.
Oh.
The MOBA? You talking about that MOBA that came out on PlayStation exclusively and then it came on PC if you're using the Epic Store? Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but
that
then
MOBA was sick.
They canceled it and they put all the assets on the Epic or on the Unreal Engine thing for free. Yeah, which was a jip because like that game looked really fucking cool.
Yeah,
it was like
it was a really good MOBA too, though. Like I played it.
Canceled game. You may have...
There's like 5 different little private indie studios or wannabe publishers that are trying to bring it back, and they all named it something different. But like so far, like it seems like all those communities are thriving on it.
I'll just have to look. I'm trying to find the game of it because it's not. I thought it was Paladins, but no, it's not Paladins.
Nah, it wasn't Paladins. I can't remember the name.
Like, canceled games list. There. Let me see this. Paragon. There.
Paragon.
I found it.
Yeah.
It was like probably I knew so many people who love Paragon, and Epic was like, we rake it in that Fortnite money, so get fucked. Anyways.
Basically.
And by the way, no, like that, and for anyone who says I'm over exaggerating, that is the reason why Paladin.
No, yeah, it is. Yeah, they
Paragon
transferred all. They had a couple different games that they had in the works, but then they
trashed them all.
They gave up on all of them and transferred everybody over to Fortnite because they were making money on Fortnite. And it's like, yeah, okay, you're making money on Fortnite and all that, but it's like, come on, guys, you're gonna need something other than Fortnite. That I don't care how good a game is or how popular it is. Like, it only lasts so long. Like, eventually people, oh, god damn it.
Eventually your golden goose is going to stop shitting golden eggs, right? So... I still think it's kind of wild that Epic did that, but I think it's kind of, like, on their track record now, because they just, at this point, they cancel most games. Not
Pretty much.
Games,
well, yeah, they have all of them. Yeah, they got nothing left except for Fortnite. What's? I don't know of a single new game coming out from Epic.
The PvE mode, or that Fortnite had a PvE mode they canceled and just basically went into the VR.
That too.
And by the crazy part, that whole thing was if anyone who paid for Save the World just got like a giant middle finger to your face, and it's like, damn. Ah, damn. Wild. Sorry, I just hear Metro and I just laugh a little bit. But, so what's next on this banger list?
I don't know. Give me a second because I'm in the middle of a battle. Shit. Oh, come on. Get going, you piece of shit. Fuck. Yeah, they're gonna own us. Oh, let's see. Oh, okay. So, so the IGN EP, the editorial producer, came out with an article basically saying that developers are lazy. He cited that the Cold War, the developers for Call of Duty and shit, like, because they had an interview, and the developers that they interviewed in for Call of Duty said things like they went around Europe and they shot a bunch of World War II guns, and they did all these things to, for research, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so the IGN EP on this opinion piece he did basically said they're all a bunch of lazy fucks, and oh, that sounds like a vacation and shit like that. And so, oh my dude, they got into some shit on Twitter, man, like going after each other and shit. And it's
I'm
like,
gonna be honest, the idea of an IGN journalist calling a game developer.
well, that's one of the things he said too. Is like glass houses and all, bro. Like, like seriously. Yeah, IGN saying anybody is fucking is lazy. Like, yeah, what the fuck do you do, bro? Like, you sit around writing about video games that you can't even play all fucking day. Like, yeah, seriously, people in glass houses should not fucking throw stones. Ever. But, yeah, and I kind of sort of get it, right? Because, yeah, like shooting a bunch of World War II guns and shit, yeah, that's fun and all that, but... I
thought guns were bad, though.
Oh,
so
well,
I don't know why I say it's fun.
But seriously though, it's like, okay, yeah, that part of it might have been fun, but I'll bet you there was a whole bunch of it that wasn't fun. Like all of it wasn't, you know, trapezing around fucking Europe,
If they did all this
firing all.
research about this shit, bro, like it has to be about like aesthetics. It cannot be about gameplay. There's no way. You know what I mean? Like it had to have been about aesthetics and what they looked like. There's no way that this shit was like, oh yeah, we did this for the game so that we get the, you know, realistic gameplay. Like shut the fuck up, you're Call of Duty. You don't do realism.
I mean, it depends. I feel like maybe.
Well, no,
using
yeah,
the
I'm sure it was
tools
about
coding.
aesthetics and you know, and how the guns feel, but like how they, you know, how they look and, and sound when they
yeah.
fire and shit. Yeah, a bunch of stuff like that, sure. But
because
you know.
I'm sorry, but like if you were to like take into consideration what that IGN person was saying, and I don't like IGN, so you know, like this is rare for me to say this. If you were to take into consideration what that person's talking about, it's believable. You know what I mean? Because that the game's got hackers galore. It plays like every other Call of Duty. So if you were to take it by exactly what that person was meaning, then I agree with it. Which is rare for me. Again, I don't really care for IGN personally, but whatever.
Well, yeah, they're a bunch of fucktards that say stupid shit, as evidenced by this article.
Yep.
For me, it's like, I don't think you should call developers lazy, especially since like, I'm sorry, I'm about to start defending developers.
When you copy paste your same engine over and over again, it's lazy, bro.
I mean, maybe, but it's like, I mean, there's also a lot of work into it, a lot of crunch time, a lot of people working under. Yeah, name the crunch time IGN has to work under.
Oh, I'm sure it happens, but it's still way easier than coding a video game, or even the quote-unquote vacation.
No, here's the thing. No, here, if you first off, anyone would tell you, most journalists, especially journalists, because these are not, whatever you want to call them, these game journalists, they're not like war journalists where they're actually going to like battlefields where they could die. They're literally just writing articles in their
in their PJs.
Air conditioned office.
Yeah,
PJs, air conditioned office, with getting paid I was a decent amount, but journalism dying, so no money's
a lot of them
there,
still do get paid like 6 figures and shit.
Yeah,
I still don't know why, dude. I still don't know.
Right?
I don't know, man. These war journalists struggle to make money, but like fucking war people like who went to fucking like Afghanistan and shit to do reporting, they get paid practically dick all, but fucking these people in the air conditioned office, they get fucking dollar bills handed to them for breathing. Shit's a whack to me.
They're like, oh, you guys did a smear piece on a presidential campaign while we're supposed to be a gaming site? Fuck yeah, you get a bonus, dog.
Right? Talking about communism.
And like, oh my god. I like every time we bash journalists, it always goes down to this.
Well, yeah, because they're a bunch of fucktards who have one of the easiest jobs on the fucking planet, and yet still somehow have the fucking nerve to try and say that somebody else their job is like a vacation.
True. I mean, how many times did they get called out, and how many pictures do you see on like Instagram and Twitter with them having their feet kicked back in a fucking hammock and a beer next to them and smearing it in their face? Like, come on.
God, I wish my job was like that. If my job was like that, dude, I'd fucking never quit.
Right?
He would have to throw me out. If I can just like drink, lay back, and like nap for like the first half an hour to an hour to like open my eyes up a bit, dude, I'd be so happy. God, I wish my job was like that, but nope, I don't get to work at a fancy journalist site or a game journalist site where I get paid money to practically do nothing. Because I'm not good. Because when you're a game journalist, you're not good at the games you play anyway. So it's not like they're using this time practicing games and like writing good reviews anyways.
No, that would be being an actual journalist.
Hold up, when has IGN actually written a good game review?
Oh man, it's been a long time. I remember when IGN was edgy and when they actually did some good work, but that was back in the Duke Nukem 2 days. Or no, that wasn't IGN. That was a little earlier than that. But like, yeah, it was like late 90s, early 2000s, something like that.
IG. No, but like I still remember watching or not watching, seeing how they reviewed The Witcher 3 in like 6 to 8 minutes, and I'm like, okay, I don't know, whatever you say, whatever you say.
Well, and that's the thing. Like, I am of the opinion that you don't actually have to finish a game to review it, because it's not like you have to play the whole damn thing to understand the mechanics and everything. Like, the only thing you don't get is the story, and it's like you don't need to know all of that to review it. I don't think. But, like, yeah, 6 minutes. Like, come on, guys.
You call game developers lazy, but you do that. That's not even, by the way, 6 minutes is not even a lot much of. And also, these people don't even do the editing too, because like maybe they did the editing for the videos, and for the reviews, we know any form of editing is taken care of by other people. So it's like they don't even do that. It's like, I don't know, lazy garbage journalists at IGN calling people lazy. I doubt he's self-aware enough to know the irony, but it's fine.
No, definitely not. Oh, dude, get back. Oh.
Also, I found this out right now. Apparently, people are selling fucking Steam Deck. Like the reservations. People are already selling them on eBay for a lot of money.
Oh, of course.
So that didn't take long.
Absolutely. Like, you knew that was gonna happen.
But I'm just wondering how we're able to do that though, because like I thought the whole point, but like I thought the whole point is like you can book a time when they'll give you the option to buy it, but it's not gonna be anytime soon. I thought that was the whole point of it. I don't know. Maybe you're paying for an earlier one. I don't fucking know. But the problem is like if it's ordered through Steam, then how is that gonna work?
I don't know. I don't know how I've never ordered anything physical from Steam, so I don't know, because you could always just put, like, you could say this is a gift, right, for software, so you could probably do the same thing for...
The problem is whenever I bought my reservation, I didn't give me an option to put this is a gift. Maybe you can pre-order from the site or whatever. I don't know.
Shit.
Also, apparently Netflix is making a Monster Hunter movie. Any other Monster Hunter fans want that?
Oh, but that's the one with Mila Jovovich, right?
Well, it's a new movie or whatever that Netflix is doing.
A new one in addition to the Mila Jovovich movie?
Wait, there was another Monster... Are you talking about the live action one that came out?
Yeah.
No, this is a different one that Netflix is making or whatever. It's Netflix's...
Wait, you said that it's not live action?
No, it's not live action, this one. But it's not... It's like that weird animation where it's like quote... Where it's like realistic, but still animation. It's a new one. It's not the one that was made last year.
Yeah, but wait, what kind of animation is it?
It's like realistic, but you can still see that animation.
You mean like not cell shaded 3D, right?
I don't think it's cell shaded 3D. I think it's something else because I'm looking at it and I can't tell. I don't think it's a cell shaded 3D.
I'd have to see it.
Garbage. It's probably gonna be garbage, but who knows? I don't know. Probably
it could be
garbage.
good.
Like,
I mean, there's always a chance.
Yeah, well, at this point, I realize that disappointment is the standard, and like, good is the rarity. So
you're not wrong. Fuck, that thing hurts.
Do you really think it'll be good?
I hope it's good. You said Prolibus was making it?
Netflix.
Or Netflix is... Well, I hope fucking so. Shit, but Netflix is gonna put their title on it. It better be good.
Netflix has done some good stuff.
They have, yeah.
Violet Evergarden, Blame, Knights of Sidonia. Godzilla.
Maybe
They've
Godzilla
done
Netflix.
they've done some terrible stuff too, but you know they're not the worst when it comes to making new
garbage.
products. Yeah, you know, there's plenty of worse studios than them.
It's not like the HBO's. It's not like HBO.
I mean, HBO's made some good stuff too. Like Game of Thrones
Well,
was good. Sopranos was good. The True, what's the detective one? True Crime, True Detective, True Detective. I think it's True Detective. Yeah, that was really good.
No,
Yeah.
but what was it? Because I brought up HBO because I saw some news about like the new Last of Us series that they're doing. Apparently, it's gonna be like a whole different thing from the games entirely, and they're casting a character to play as like Phil or whatever. I don't know. Looks bad either way. Now he's died.
Wait, what did you say they were making?
HBO's new Last of Us series. They're cast. It's gonna
Oh
be
God,
something.
yeah,
No, it's gonna be something
yeah.
completely different from the games though. Entirely, it's gonna be its own thing.
Pedro Pascal is gonna be fucking Joel.
Is that good or bad? Because I don't know who Peter Pascal
Not
is.
not good, not good. Pedro Pascal is I mean, he's not a terrible actor, but he's not the greatest.
Oh, so is this like bad casting, or is there like even more when it comes to Pedro Pascal?
It's just not great. Yeah, he's not a bad actor, but he's not gonna be able to play Joel. Like it's just not. It's not the right role for him.
He can't be the boomer character in the Zombie Apocalypse. You tell me.
It's just he doesn't fit, man. Like at all.
Oh, every time I hear something about this new Last of Us series, it just my expectations keep going down. Granted, I was never gonna watch it anyways, but
Yeah, it's like I said, he's not the worst actor, but he's like a character actor. Like he does good with these like flamboyant, you know, like he did well in ironically, he was one of the best parts of Wonder Woman 84. And he did good with that sort of character, but like again, that was like a flamboyant, you know, larger than life type of character, and that's not what Joel is. Like Joel is a very down to earth, stoic, serious.
I was wondering how bad they're gonna assassinate him in the
Oh,
HBO
dude,
series
they're
because
gonna wreck him.
No, because what was it? Not just the writer, Neil Cuckman is gonna be one of the main writers as well. Neil
Of course he
Cuckman. So,
is.
so I'm just wondering when's Joel gonna die being brutally beaten by a freak of
By a
nature.
golf club.
Yeah, I was wondering like it is ever. I was wondering when that's gonna happen. Or like how Joel's gonna be labeled a bad guy somehow, and then Ellie's gonna be this super powered woman that everyone loves somehow. Right.
Yeah, Ellie's totally gonna be a Mary Sue.
On top of her being immune from in terms of her being immune from zombie fluid stuff, she's immune to it, and on top of that, now she's probably gonna be a total Mary Sue, who's gonna be like, yeah, I can just take on a whole army of my own.
Probably. Yep.
But Mary Sues don't exist. You mean
No.
yeah? It's only Mary Sue characters are guys because guys are good at everything or something like that, right? Anyways,
I guess something.
even though guy characters, you're supposed to have them struggle, but female characters, you do a struggle, you make them struggle, and then you're a sexist pig. So
Well, yeah, they can't go through hardship. That would be misogynistic and all sorts of other things.
yeah. Also, Netflix is getting into game development. If you care about that,
I don't think that's a good idea, but
it's got shouted out, but Probably Netflix is doing it.
Do we know what project it's gonna be?
Nope, it just says Netflix is looking into game development.
I could see how that could go all bad.
I mean, it probably will because it's Netflix. No, actually, no, I shouldn't say that. I say it's gonna be disappointing until like otherwise.
Probably. Yeah. In other bad news, Tencent is trying to acquire the Cryengine.
Oh, lovely.
Yep.
That should be interesting.
Right? Like, please don't let it happen. Please don't. I'm praying over here, like, please don't let it happen. Such a good engine, and Tencent is such a horrible company.
If they get the engine, you destroy the engine because death is referable to like communism, as Louis Prime put it.
Not ready yet. It is too far away.
And is there any other bad news you want to ruin everyone's day with?
I don't know about bad news.
Oh, is there any good news?
I don't know. I have to check. There's a whole bunch of things posted in the Game Talk chat, Blue. You're perfectly free to look it up yourself, you know. Oh, the co-founder of Wikipedia came out and said that nobody should trust Wikipedia.
Based. That's a
Right?
pretty based opinion.
So Larry Sanger, the co-founder of Wikipedia back in the day, says that came out and said that nobody should trust Wikipedia because they've been overrun by left-wing volunteers who dismiss any sources that go against their propaganda, whatever you want to call it, as unreliable.
And also how the information they put in there is wrong a lot of times. Because I still remember hearing this one. Apparently, Tim Pool discovered blimps or whatever, or made a blimp, even though he's never made one in his life.
Oh yeah, there's tons of lies about any non-left wing, like any non-crazy left personality. There's nothing but lies about him in there. I mean, it's all of them. It's Tim Pool, Joe Rogan, Sargon of Akkad, Arch Warhammer, any of them. Like you look at any of the
crazy part. The crazy part about the Sargon one is like you'll try to look up like any information on the historical figure Sargon of Akkad or whatever, and you'll see fucking just Carl over there. It's like amazing to look at.
Yeah, JC, it's like Wikipedia is fine for anything that's completely fact-based. If you're looking up like mechanical stuff or like, information on World War II fighter planes or something like that, that's all fine. Because there's not really any room
Anything else you gotta be questioning.
Yeah,
that
that's
like,
anything that has any kind of subjective. Nice, we win. Yeah, anything that has any spot where you can insert a subjective opinion or anything. Like, yeah, you basically just might as well disregard it because it's gonna be fucking bullshit.
Yeah, especially if like you look up political shit, dude. Like
Yes.
like some of the political shit on there, I'm just like, where did you guys get this? Because this isn't what I was taught in history. Like, what?
Total bullshit.
But yeah, 1619 is a history at the site on Wikipedia. And on top of that, I think the craziest one is because I was looking this up like because a certain video I watched, but it was like the incels have been inspiring shootings for not generations, but years now. And like then I ended up looking at this information on Wikipedia, crazy enough, and then they post hoc every shooter of the last
they're all now
15
incels.
years.
Yeah.
Yeah, they should post hoc, and I'm like, okay, I see what you're doing here.
Funnily enough, it's like, okay, so that's, I guess, obviously the problem. So why don't you help those guys get laid? And of course, they would never do that. Like, that would be fucking evil.
I mean, the reason why I brought that one up is just that Wikipedia isn't, like, for a lot of stuff that's in turn to political stuff, it's spicy at the moment. they're gonna just post hock it for their own gain in the end. So like every bad event of the last 20 years will fit into some
Yeah, it'll be
bullshit that
because of
they're
some
trying to stuff
incel
down your
gamer
throat to.
gator, neckbeard living in his mom's basement or something.
The neckbeard that's a threat to society, apparently. I don't know. That guy was living in his
Apparently.
basement. He's murdering. He's a threat to society. The powerless. He's all. I don't know. I love that shit. It's like he's a powerless, dying commodity or popular, whatever you want to call him. He's a powerless, dying fool, but he's also insanely powerful and will destroy your life or something like that. And it's
Yeah,
like, okay,
he's the
okay.
biggest threat to the United States right now somehow.
Biggest threat, but also being completely powerless. Which tends to be the core tendencies of fascism, where they say their enemies are weak but simultaneously insanely powerful.
Basically.
But hey, you can't say that about them. Not at all. Wikipedia is garbage and don't trust them. Also, Biden's press secretary said about flagging problematic posts on
Yes.
Facebook.
Oh my god, that was the biggest fucking motherfucker. Not like we didn't already know that this was going on, but yeah, Biden's press secretary just admitted that they tell Facebook what things to flag for misinformation and shit like that. So it's like, oh yeah, where's my private company now, huh?
Yeah, private company, guys. I'm just wondering when Facebook's just going to be a part of the government. Is this going to be a created wing of the government or your government? When's that going to happen?
It already is.
I already know it already is, but it's like, when is this just going to be official instead of like all the smoke and mirrors?
I don't know, but
I mean, that's just whack to me. I could just like, you just openly admit it that you just get rid of shit you don't like.
Through a private company. Yep.
Yep. I don't know. I feel like that'd be something worth investigating. Oh wait, no one's gonna do it anyways.
Oh, of course not.
They have to do real journalism. Have to do real journalist things, like finding out what someone who once was president is doing now, even though he's not really doing anything.
Well, no, because they know he's going to be running again. So of course they've got to take him out now, before he actually, runs.
I thought they were going after Ron DeSantis pretty hard, because he's already been set up as like the next evil Trump or whatever, or the next Hitler. Which I don't know how like you topple Hitler 1 with Hitler 2, but that's how it is.
I don't know.
Oh, you linked that insider information. That one of the articles you have there is the insider information when it comes to Blizzard.
Yeah.
Insider,
that
like,
was
real.
read
some of it?
Oh, I did. Yeah.
I read it, but when I saw that, I kind of at first I thought it was fake, because when I read it, I thought to myself, all this shit is shit that I feel like everyone already kind of knew.
I mean, we had suspicions, but it's not like we had it confirmed.
I mean, this just kind of confirms it, but I feel like anyone from the outside who's been paying attention to Blizzard for like the last 10 years can would have 100% see this coming. Granted, it's not confirmed, but still. I don't know. Blizzard's shit now. So
why don't you run it down though, since you're reading it?
Go look at it. It's talking about how let me find the juicy bits. The new model for WoW is just basically excuse to because their biggest profiter right now is WoW. Overwatch is dying out because Overwatch as a game is losing players. That's also in here, and it's also because they're poor balancing as it's listed here. And one of the things talking about all their best developers leaving, like Jeff Kaplan and shit. Not Jeff Kaplan,
yeah.
All their best developers
Jeff
leaving.
Kaplan did leave, if I'm remembering correctly.
No, I know he did leave. I'm saying all their developers. It's just a bunch of. I'm gonna be honest. Looking through this, it's just a shit we already knew. All the good developers that worked at Blizzard for the last since its founding have left and are being replaced by people who can't fulfill their shoes. And it's one of the reasons why Overwatch has gone downhill, and all their games are currently going downhill.
Oh, and WoW too. I mean, they're
other than World of Warcraft.
They're all their good writing staff has bounced. They're trapping people with 6 months.
Shitty contract.
Yeah, with 6 month guaranteed subscriptions, which they use that to pad their
Player numbers.
Yeah, their subscription numbers and shit like that. And the writing and everything else is totally gone. They've got the mentality that they're the biggest, so they're, they can't fail, and if we build it, they will come and shit like this. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
I hate that
a lot
I'm
of this shit is that
contributing to it.
we already knew.
Well,
a lot
yeah.
of shit here is we already knew, to be honest. It's just how it is.
I hate that I'm contributing to it by playing TBC Classic, but
I mean, that's just classic. It's old Blizzard technically.
Yeah, but I'm still paying for it.
Fair enough. Also, there's a bunch of shit going on with Shadowlands, their current expansion, where it's a current shit show when it comes to Blizzard.
Oh yeah, everybody hates the story. Like they've been building. I can't remember the name of the writer, but one of the writers is basically writing it as his fan fiction for him and the Sylvanas Windrunner. Is that her name?
I think so. I'm not familiar when it comes to WoW.
Yeah,
story.
I can't. I think it's Sylvanas Windrunner. It's the elf
Sylvanas,
ranger.
yeah.
Or yeah,
she's the elf ranger that got fucked over by the Lich King.
Right, and got turned, and they took her soul and a bunch of other shit like that.
Pretty much made her the best character in the game.
Yeah, and then they totally fucked up her story, and like that. A lot of people are saying that dude is the writer. I can't remember his name. It's not Kaplan, but it's one of those bigger name guys over at Blizzard. But he's basically writing his fanfic between her and his self-insert, which is the guy that's right underneath him or underneath her or something like that.
Oh, there's a self-insert. Oh, please.
Oh yeah.
Me. I gotta know more.
Yeah, there is. It's quite hilarious. But
Wild. But a lot of this in here is just like I feel like this like insider leak. It feels like it's just confirming everything that we already knew about Blizzard. So
basically, yeah. Yep.
It's only a matter of time for Blizzard kind of just falls like shits on itself.
I mean, they've been circling the drain for a long time.
Totally, because I know WoW. I know Classic's making them a lot of money right now.
Yeah, it is.
But like,
unfortunately,
I know, but like, from how long will that last? How long till like they play and like they get like their memories and like happiness they had from Classic before, and then they just leave?
Well, yeah, it's how long before the nostalgia ends.
It's not just nostalgia because Classic is good, but it's like it isn't just nostalgia because a lot of people they're gonna get their fill and then leave. And especially as how they're just the progression servers and all that stuff. They say what was after Burning Crusade?
Wrath of the Lich King.
Wrath of the Lich King was like the start of the downfall.
Yeah,
of World of Warcraft.
I'm only gonna be playing Burning Crusade. When they go Wrath of the Lich King, I'll probably quit. So that's
you can
all.
Just keep your server though.
No, but it's I'll probably be done with Burning Crusade by then. It's I'll have made 70. I'll have played a bunch of PvP. I'll done the things that I wanted to do, and so it'll be why even keep going?
I mean, yeah, and also and people probably will participate in Wrath of the Lich King, but wasn't the expansion after Wrath of the Lich King not liked all that much, or is it after that was the downfall when it came to their expansions?
I mean, it depends on who you ask. I think Wrath of the Lich King was terrible, and that was certainly the beginning of the end. A lot of people say Cataclysm, or Mists.
Which one was Warlords?
I think that was after Cataclysm, I think, because it went Wrath and then Mists of Pandaria and then Cataclysm is from what I remember, but I'm not up on that the best, so I could be wrong on that. But yeah, I don't, like I said, I mean it's personal preference. With a lot of people loved Wrath. I hated it. I thought they totally fucked a bunch of things in it, but a lot of people loved it. And a lot of people liked the other ones. So it's depends on who you talk to. But I think the general feeling is that if Wrath wasn't a bad one, then it was at least the beginning of the end. And I know a lot of people did not like Cataclysm because they messed with a lot of things. I mean, they kind of had to because they couldn't just keep tacking on additional unknown continents. Like, you can only do that for so long. But yeah, I don't know.
That's just I kind of so like if that's the end for a while, like how long will Classic wear? Because of like I think maybe like it'll probably continue for Wrath of the Lich King, but like do you think they're gonna continue after Wrath of the Lich King? I mean, they
I don't
probably
know.
will.
Probably.
They'll probably try.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely could see them keep going. But that presents a problem in and of itself because the newer expansions become less and less different from retail. Like, the whole reason, at least I assume, that, especially because that's how I feel, the whole reason that a lot of people like the classic servers is because they're not like retail or the newer expansions. So
Like that Golden Goose isn't gonna be around forever, and then was it not Blizzard, but like all the good people have left.
oh yeah,
But
that's been happening over the last like decade though.
I know, but I was looking through this and I thought there'd be a mention of Project Titan, but like, cause I thought the whole like debacle of Blizzard and Project Titan was a big deal, but I guess maybe it wasn't because it was already kind of a downfall of Project Titan, just didn't really change much.
I don't know. I can't remember what was Project Titan.
It was a thing that was the MMO they were making before they just decided
Oh,
to
right.
It was supposed to
This
be like the MMO FPS that
supposed to be the
gonna,
StarCraft
change
MMO, right?
No, that was another thing they
Was
canceled.
that a different one? Okay.
That was a different thing, yeah.
Okay.
Wasn't that canceled a long time ago?
Oh yeah, that was canceled a long time ago. God, I wish they. Oh my God, a first-person shooter MMO in the vein of like PlanetSide. Oh my God, dude, how fucking cool would that be?
Apparently, Blizzard couldn't handle the weight of it because they just canceled it.
I think they transferred everything to WoW because that's what they were making money on.
And then Project Titan was kind of a shit show. Blizzard was working on that for 10 years and then just completely canned it for Overwatch, which, I mean, it did kind of work out because Overwatch was good. So, and then Overwatch kind of sucked after, but, that's different.
Wow, it's like all Blizzard stuff. It gets worse and worse as it goes on.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons I can't go back to Overwatch. I can't do it. I can't go back.
I try to go back sometimes, and that queue kills me, dude. I'm like, yo, I can't even play the game some days, dude. I'm like, fuck. Might as well just uninstall it and call it quits.
It's not even like queue is a big deal to me. It's just like the experience is not that fun anymore. Like, I don't know, maybe it's because like the novelty Overwatch had on me is gone now. But like whenever I play it, it doesn't feel special or cool anymore. It just it's like, oh, it's cool, I guess, and then it's not cool, I guess, but like it's whatever, and then I just end up forgetting about it again. Like it's like not worth my time.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, it's one of the unfortunate things that happened for Overwatch. It just kind of sucked after what happened with Blizzard.
Yeah. Oh, damn it. Shit. Yeah, they're totally gonna kill me. Ah? Fuck. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Blizzards do their they're due their comeuppance, but they're kind of limping along because of their classic stuff, both WoW Classic, StarCraft Classic, D2 Classic. Like that's gonna keep.
Well, I mean, Asmund is kind of like making sure that doesn't happen right now. I guess like evidently millions of people left fucking WoW Classic and retail because of the bullshit with Asmund.
Oh, because he started playing Final Fantasy 14.
Oh yeah, he's playing Final Fantasy
No,
14
dude, like
now.
the developers were talking shit, and the old school developers that left the company leaked that shit.
Wow.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
were,
dude.
were they talking about shit with one of their biggest streamers, Admin?
Yes. Yes. Dude, yes.
Wow. One of your biggest streamers who always tries to be positive when it comes to Blizzard, and you just shit talk him?
Yeah, that
Wow,
is kind of stupid.
That's just kind of stupid. That kind of makes you look an asshole. And also, there's the fact that Aspen's been playing Final Fantasy. I've been watching his streams a little bit. He's been playing fucking Final Fantasy 14.
Like,
God bless him at this rate.
they're toppling the WoW community right now, dude. Like, I think that's great.
I'm out of range.
I think that's great, honestly. Like, I love WoW. I'll always love WoW. There's always gonna be a place in my heart for that game.
Fuck.
But like, with the new generation of Blizzard developers are doing and the publishing people that are part of that company, like, they're complete cunts, dude, and they hate their community.
Yeah, they
and
do.
now Blizzard's CEO is gonna see what that's like to hire those kind of people. Like, oh, you want to hire people that hate us? Okay, cool.
Yeah, now that they're doing that, it's like, because here's my, let's say if Aspen starts mostly playing Final, actually he's already playing it, but like if that becomes his main MMO, Final Fantasy 14, then Blizzard's kind of, not Blizzard, but like WoW's kind of fucked at that point.
Well, that's the thing. Even I'm like, because TBC has gotten my interest in MMOs back, and like I'm having fun and all, but I fully realize that there's a time limit on my fun in Burning Crusade. And so, like, I'm considering checking out Final Fantasy 14 because I keep hearing great things about it.
Dude, it's a great game. I played it before all these
That's what
expansions. I had a fantastic time in Final Fantasy. Dude.
That's what I keep hearing.
Yo,
And that was
like,
the thing. I had kind of stayed away from MMOs because they're such a goddamn time sink. But now that I'm back in Burning Crusade, it's like, fuck it.
And the summons you get and shit, like, you have to fight your summons in order to attain them, dude.
Yeah,
and
like how they
so
did in
cool.
FF8. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, and like the summons look 1,000 times better than they ever have, bro. Like, Bahamut looks fucking sick. Ifrit looks like a beast from hell, literally. Like,
Shiva
dude, like,
sexy as fuck.
I haven't seen Shiva yet, but I'm sure she
yeah.
is.
She better be. If they fucked her up, I'm gonna be pissed. Like, that's one person you. That's one person you do not fuck up is fucking Shiva.
Bro, this shit is funny, dude. Like, to see Blizzard fucking allow this shit happening in their studio, in their own backyard, and then out of fear, they don't say shit. I mean, where the shareholders at, dude? If I was a shareholder, I'd be mad as fuck right now. Not gonna lie.
Well, this is what happens when you hire people who hate their customers.
Hold up, can you play together on Final Fantasy 14, like in the beginning areas?
Yeah.
I'm sure you can, just like every other MMO.
But yeah, shit. I don't know. I couldn't get into Final. Maybe I'll try it again, but I just couldn't play it. Like, I just couldn't play it. Granted, I was playing alone a lot of times, so maybe that's why I didn't like it. Who knows? So, Digital, since you're talking about Final Fantasy, why don't you play it?
Thought about it, dude. I thought about getting back into it. It was on sale there for a hot minute, and I almost bought that shit.
It has a monthly fee, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Like every other MMO.
But I figured, yeah.
Star Wars: The Old Republic and Elder Scrolls, but even then, I haven't gotten back into them in years. True.
Elder Scrolls, that I don't.
That's actually a good game too.
I don't like ESO or Elder Scrolls Online. Great, because I like Elder Scrolls as a single player game. Also, I just think the MMO is kind of bad. That prison tutorial was so AIDS, I couldn't stand it. I know it's different now, and obviously there's KOTOR you mentioned before, but it's like, I don't know, I don't really care that much about KOTOR either.
Yeah, come on through it. We got this. We fucking got this.
It is too far away.
fuck? How the fuck did my map move? Shit. Ah! They're all around me.
Is there any other bad news?
Yeah, I'd have to look. Why don't you look, Blue?
I'm in the middle of something right now. I was able to look earlier because I was not doing anything.
Fuck. Oh, fucky, fuck, fuck. I need to... There. Let's see.
I'm out of range.
Yeah, there wasn't a whole lot more. So,
That's all there is.
that was all the big stuff.
Oh, anyone notice any of the small things that happened this week?
It is too far away.
Let's see. WoW losing millions.
Get closer.
Right. Gotta say that was probably the most interesting one because I think it's funny. Honestly, it is literally because of the stupid shit that they're allowing to happen. Honestly, dude, like I really want to see Blizzard come back, but they gotta come back in a way that can show that they can gain the community's trust again.
I mean, I don't. Here's the thing: if they don't come back, I think it'll be fine. Because I know a lot of people want these companies around forever, but eventually they fall, right? So.
True. That's a shame too, because there's a lot of Blizzard properties that, I mean, Blizzard games have been, and not just individual games, but like their properties, you know, like the world of Warcraft and the world of Starcraft and shit like that. They've been some of my most favorite entities in gaming, and I hate to see them. I hate to see them decline like they are, but what can you do?
Yeah, but you kind of gotta accept that, like, just companies fall eventually.
Oh yeah,
So
sure.
that's just how it is. And also just realize that nothing is truly forever. So.
Oh fuck. Apt. God damn it. Fucking rogues.
Cheer rogue.
I am, and I fucking hate rogues. They're annoying as fuck.
Probably people can't stop dunking on CD Projekt Red. They're still continually getting dunked on
For what?
for Cyberpunk.
Oh.
Oh, I completely forgot about this. Battlefield's gonna have crossplay between the consoles.
Yeah, we already knew that.
No, like it's been confirmed. It's only gonna be with the PS5 and Xbox, whatever the new one's called. No idea what the new Xbox is called, but it's gonna be that, and then the PS5 are like the two big crossplay systems. So no old gen consoles.
Well, yeah, that makes sense. Like, the old gens can't even handle the same, like, player count that the new gens can. So, like, of course.
Oh, and you know the AI thing that we talked about before, filling empty games up or whatever, or empty servers,
Yes,
or whatever you
yes.
want to call it. there won't be an option to turn off.
I wonder if there'll be a server option for it though. Because they said players can't opt out of it, but that doesn't mean that like servers can't, like private servers won't be, or privately run servers won't be able to turn it off if they don't want it. So I wonder if you as a player can't opt out of it, but that's because it's like a server setting.
Like I said, talk about the AI thing. It's fine. Like it's not a big
Yeah,
deal.
I don't mind it either way, and I'm sure I'm sure private run servers will have an option to turn it off. So, yeah, it's fine. But can't wait. October.
Yeah, Battlefield's Battlefield not going to be around for a while.
What?
Actually, it's not going to be around for a while. But then I realized, oh, it's October, so it's the wait hurts. But you know how it is.
Yeah, it's yeah.
Oh, speaking of,
well, it depends on when it is. Do they have a date already for
October? I think
No, but like an
20th.
actual. Is that confirmed, or is that just the?
That's I read somewhere. It was a leak.
So,
probably late October.
3 months and some change.
Oh, you talking about Final Fantasy earlier. Apparently, it had a huge spike in players where they ran out of digital keys.
For what? 14?
Yeah, 14. They ran out of digital keys, so that explains that.
Well, yeah, I mean, anytime any of those big streamers start playing something or switch over to something, like there's a huge change in who's playing what.
I mean, look at Rust, dude. Rust was dead in the water, and they were on the verge of bankruptcy. And then what happens? Fucking Pokemade, and Critical, and all those guys came in. I was like, what the fuck?
Which is fine, because that was actually that was a pretty good like survival. What do you call those games? Like
survival games.
But it's not just survival. But anyway.
Survival PvP.
I mean, we talked about this before. It's like Rust. It's not the greatest game, but there's a few of those kind of games around, and none of them are all that great.
Here's the thing. I don't like those type of games because
I don't either.
I got friends who want me to try Scum or whatever, but like Scum runs like ass on it. And so I'm like, I don't want to.
Yeah, it's a lot like how PUBG was, right? Like, why did people play?
It's like.
Why do people play PUBG? Well, it's like, well, in the beginning, it was the only battle royale there was. So if you really liked that style of game, that was your only option.
And if you played Ark, Jesus, Ark was awful performance-wise. It's probably better now. Actually,
I never played Ark. So yeah, I wouldn't know on Ark. But there's a bunch of them like that. It happens. The first few games to come out, they're kind of indie. They're made by small studios, and yeah, they're not the greatest. But for the people who really like that style, they're the only way to scratch that itch. And then, like, hopefully the interest in them gets a couple of bigger studios, or at least studios who are better at making those kind of games, interested in it, and then they start making the game.
Also, Titanfall, you know that whole thing with Titanfall 2, the message or whatever was on Titanfall 2?
No.
Remember that hacker hacked the server to hack Apex or whatever it was, telling him to fix Titanfall 2?
I know, I don't.
I
heard about like the recent DDoS attacks on the Titanfall 2 multiplayer servers.
Yeah, but that really into that whole controversy, like where that hacker hacked the servers. Respawn put 1 to 2 people working on the Titanfall security problems. So
lovely.
That's what we live in a society.
I mean, it is an old ass game. Like,
keep that shit around, but apparently they don't care about Titanfall because fucking Apex exists. And Apex Legends is alright, but no Titanfall 2 replacement.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
Yeah, that's all I got, by the way. I went around looking around. That's all I found. Which is the things that happened.
what about you, Brem? Anything interesting?
For me, in
Yeah,
general,
yeah, anything. You know,
3700X.
kind of sucks because there's not
Got the
really
30. I know, yeah.
there's no games coming
3700X
out.
is pretty
Yeah.
dope. Got that in. Got the new hard drive for my girl's computer in, so
Nice.
she's up to a 2600 Ryzen now. She's got the 16 gigs of RAM. I got 32. She's running off of Shane's old card, and she's able to play shit, so that's pretty fucking cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Any games other than
Never.
Battlefield that you're excited for?
Sort of Legend came out. I haven't played it yet, but I have heard good things. I want to check it out. It's a wushu MMO, action or tab targeting, which is pretty fucking cool. I like that they were able to do that.
Yeah, I saw it on. It was on sale on the summer sale, right?
Yeah, it was on summer sale. They were able to bust out some pretty cool shit with that game, from what I understand.
Interesting.
Oh shit. I'm trying to think because there's like you said before, like MMO news is like, unless it's like the shit we were covering with Blizzard stuff. I don't know, man. Like that's
Just
about the
game
only
news
thing
in general.
that's-
There's not a whole lot. Military game fan leaked classified documents to win an argument. Apparently, I did not hear about this.
What happened?
What? Base? Leaking classified documents when?
Yeah, I have not heard anything about this, so I don't know anything about it. But that's what JC says. A game fan who's in the military leaked classified documents in order to win an argument. Like,
You're that's like the ultimate checkmate. Ha! Here's some leaked documents. I win.
yeah, it's also kind of terrible that's the reason why dude leaked a bunch of military documents and shit. But
Yeah, that's fine. He'll probably get off. Just kidding. He's gonna go to prison for life, probably.
oh, fuck you. Fucking rogues. Fucking rogues.
Oh, Witcher Season 2 is coming December 17th. If you care about Netflix Witcher, it's coming in December, the new season.
I mean, I'm interested to see it.
I'm not. I didn't like the first season. I have no interest in the other ones.
Fuck, I'm totally gonna die.
Oh, actually, no. Never mind. I got some freaks. Inazuma is in a couple days, so that's about it for me.
What was it?
Inazuma, a new Genshin update, so that's
Oh,
in a
God.
couple days.
Genshin.
Genshin's pretty dope, Pete. What are you on about, bruh?
It doesn't look anything I like. I already figured this out.
Genshin is sick. Like,
I
it
like
is
a lot of
such a
things that
good
you like.
game.
But yeah, not
It is
God,
literally
not gacha
poor
games.
man's fucking Breath of the Wild, but probably better than Breath of the Wild.
Oh yeah, that was
I mean, Breath of
yeah.
the Wild-
JC just said it too. The Skyward Sword remastered came out, right?
Did it? How much was it worth it? Or
I don't know. I don't play a lot of the. I don't have a Switch. I don't play
don't really
modern
play
Zelda
Zelda.
games. Yeah.
I mean, because you're thinking Zelda Breath of the Wild was my first Zelda game. I tell Zelda fans that one, and they freak out every time. But I'm like, I'm sorry. It's the first one I played. Leave me alone, you fucking virgin.
Like you're one to talk.
Yes, I know. I like a super small wienered, short gamer virgin god. You know how it is, right?
I do.
Yeah, I don't know. That's all I got.
DM'd me the article. Poppy Lane.
Oh fuck! The lady who works at AMD, the lady who works at some lady works at AMD. She said the chip supply will remain quite tight until 2022. So if you want chips, get fucked.
Damn. Well, that sucks.
Yeah, if you gotta get chip right now, treasure that thing.
I do,
That's
actually.
awesome.
Gotcha, Bits. Take that knife. Yeah, I mean, I've got my 5800X and I've got a 2700X chilling. I need to get a motherboard for that. Fuck.
Oh, actually, I was about to mention Monster Hunter Stories too, or whatever, but we already talked about that before.
Yeah. Damn, that's better.
AMD RX 660 XT rumored to launch in August for $400. What?
Wait, what's launching in August?
Apparently, AMD is releasing RX 6600 XT rumored to come out in fucking August for $400. Which I have no idea what that card is, because I when it comes to AMD cards, I have no idea what they are.
What was the number?
6600.
Yeah, so it'll
XT.
be their lower end 6000 series. 6900 XT is the highest. A War Thunder fan leaked classified military documents during an argument on the developers' message boards earlier this week. Oh, that's just fucking terrible. I mean, it's a totally Chad move and all, but like, come on, man. You shouldn't leak classified documents, bro.
Nah, man. Fuck the government. Leak whatever you want. Let him eat cake, as they say, right? Yeah. Probably not. Anyways.
Yeah, I don't know. Much as I hate the government, that's still not a great thing to do. Oh, Jesus. You're getting fucking pub stomped. Probably a fucking pre-made.
Oh, Windows 11 will let you roll back to Windows 10, but you have to decide fast. That's crazy. So you... Some more garbage news about Windows 10, or Windows 11, not Windows 10.
Gotcha, bitch. Fucking one hit.
So yeah, Windows 10, have you decided to upgrade yet?
I'm not gonna upgrade, not until they force me.
Yeah, I'm thinking the same shit, dude. Unless there's some sick ass news about that shit, dude. Like talking about it, and everybody like, yo, the performance boost is crazy.
It's... You think there's gonna be performance boost in Windows, whatever it's the new Windows update?
Well, it's less of a performance boost and more of a you're not losing as much performance as you did with the last version.
I love you, fucking great.
Yeah, that's crazy. But like, I don't know. I'm definitely not upgrading on Windows 10. They're gonna force me. They're gonna like force me to upgrade.
Yeah, not for a long ass time. Definitely.
Yep. force me to upgrade Windows, you'll have to
Unless
fucking hang me.
once
do
it
that
comes
shit.
out, there's a giant performance increase, and they've fixed a lot of the issues that they have with 10. I'm not doing it.
I don't
I
even
mean,
think
I
they'll
did the
do
same
that,
thing. Like
though.
I've said it before, I didn't do. I skipped ME and went straight from XP to 7, and then I skipped 8 and went straight from
Too far away.
8 to or 7 to 10.
Hey, that's my line. They used to keep a long tail, but that can be low. Understandable. Let's keep this right.
Jesus. I don't know, Windows still don't see the point to Windows 10
You mean 11?
or 11. Yeah, I don't want to upgrade from it. I'm too used to Windows 11. Oh shit. If you upgrade, if you're upgrading from Windows 7 to Windows 11, you're gonna have to do a clean install.
That
Yeah, that's what they did
sucks.
with that's what they did with Windows 7. If you
No,
wanted
you
to,
could
wanted
install.
to- No, you could, but if you wanted the fucking Windows 10 client to work properly, like not have any hitching with your fucking hard drives, because that was when they discovered that the SSD thing was a problem. Like they told you you had to fucking do a clean install. That shit sucks.
Because I didn't have that problem with 7.
Yeah.
I installed it right over XP, and everything worked fine for me. But I don't know.
Oh yeah, 7. I mean XP to 7. Yeah, that's one thing. But when you went to 10,
No, yeah,
your
10
ass
or
had to
10
fucking
too.
yeah your
I went
shit
straight
had to
from.
fucking work. Oh.
Yeah, I went straight from. Oh, dude, I didn't even remember because that was when my bulldozer stuff, for my motherboard for my bulldozer fried, and so I couldn't even uninstall any of my old like drivers and shit. I had to go straight to Windows 10, and I couldn't even uninstall anything or anything like that. But
I need to
yeah, I
get
don't know. Maybe it's always weird with that kind of stuff. Like sometimes you have issues, sometimes you don't.
Yeah.
Oh, kill him! Thank you. Oh fuck! I don't have poison on my weapons. I need to change that.
Might be it.
I wonder if they're gonna fix the fucking the SSD bullshit that they did. I hope they do.
What SSD issue was it?
Where it pretty much completely degradates your SSD over time. Like it literally, like there's degradation of any hard drive, right? Like it doesn't matter what hard
Well,
drive you
especially
have, but with
SSDs, like they have a lifespan.
SSDs are super fucking fast though, like a lot faster than they should be.
Well, part of that is because they supposedly fixed it in Windows 10, but like part of that was Windows 7 would still do things like what is it, defragging, right, and shit like that, which you are not supposed to do with oh fuck, you're not supposed to do that with shit. With SSDs because they've got they have a lifespan, and doing that stuff doesn't even matter because the time to get a file isn't based on where it is in the hard drive anyway, because it's random access. So but they supposedly fixed that in 10. Bam.
Okay, so should I be worried about this now when it comes to my SSD?
I mean, you can look it up. There's tools that do it. Hardware Info 64 will give you lifespan. I've had several SSDs that I've had for years, and the lifespan or the health of them is still at like 90 something percent, which that's the reason why SSDs, if you buy like a 500 gigabyte SSD, it'll only read as like 450 gigs in Windows. And the reason for that is because the SSD itself allocates a certain percentage of its sectors as replacement sectors. So as the SSD ages and sectors die off, it replaces them with working ones. So like that percentage health, that's how many of those backup sectors are still not being used. So, and like I said, I've had SSDs that I've used for years, and they still have 90-something% health left. So, you know, unless you use an SSD for things that get written and rewritten constantly, like it's not really an issue. It'll probably last just about as long as a mechanical hard drive. You know, because mechanical hard drives, technically they can wear out the actual sectors. It can happen because the magnetic coating that they put on the discs, that can become unreadable, but that takes decades. But in a mechanical hard drive, it's, you know, usually within something like 6 to 12 years, the physical stuff like the motors and the bearings and shit like that will wear out. And usually you will get that kind of life from an SSD. You know, so it's 6 of one, half dozen of the other. Unless you're doing something that requires lots and lots of writes.
So I'm good. Okay.
Well, like I said, grab one of the tools that lets you, you know, there's a whole bunch of hard drive tools available for free. Grab one of them, have it scan your disks and see what the health is. You know, if it's getting low, replace it. Should be fine. Like I said, I've had several SSDs that I've owned for several years, and they're still at 90 something, like 97% or something. So, you know.
Yeah.
Plus the new SSDs, the 3D NAND, the new process they have, of course the more expensive ones, but they'll get cheaper as time goes on. That new process is supposed to extend the lifespan of SSDs by something like 10 times. So, you know, that'll help.
That's pretty good. I have my SSD, and I hope to have no issues for years to come. So,
well, like I said, grab one of those free tools and check it to make sure, but you should be just fine. I mean, shit, man. I've got an AMD Radeon drive that I
flash.
When did I buy that thing? I still had my bulldozer system when I built that thing. So that was Christmas of like 2013, 2014. It was a long ass time ago.
I was just making fun of how that would do it.
Oh my god, look at them all. Bodies and bodies. Oh, fuck off, dude. Fuck. Triple team me. Would take 3 of you motherfuckers. That's not even a spit roast. Eh? Eh?
Oh.
Eh?
what?
Never mind.
Sorry, I zoned out because I'm tired, so I don't know what you said.
It took 3 of those bitches to get me. That's not even a spit roast.
Damn. The round and impulse.
Oh my
That's
god!
wild.
Come on! Come on! Fuck! He popped hella cooldowns, didn't he? Fucking kill him, he's at 2%. Yes, JC, the 200 character limit is primitive, just like Twitter. Heyo!
Twitter primitive? Nah, Twitter's the future, yo.
No, right?
Twitter is for intellectual discussions.
Yeah, Twitter's for the big brain peoples. All those
Yeah.
blue check marks, man. They're just so much better than all the rest of us.
Right? I wake up every day and realize I'm not one of those blue checkmark guys.
I'm not. I'm
and
never gonna
sad.
be as. I'm never gonna be as good as them. Yep.
It's a very unfair reality I live in. I wake up and I'm like, damn, I'll never be like them. Well, the plebs like us will just have to make do.
Yep.
That ability isn't ready yet.
Shit. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, you bitch. There you are. Ha ha ha. You can't escape from us. Fucking punk rogues. I hate rogues. They ruined WoW. Rogues get along. Wait, what's that Willy line?
Well, I have no idea.
How does he start? He was like like rogues and warriors, like rogues and shamans, like rogues and other rogues. Damn rogues, they ruined it. They reuse that all the time. Like I've seen it for like mechanics. Dude, the original one was about Scotsmen, right? Scotsmen, man, they don't get along with anybody. Like Scotsmen and Irish, like Scotsmen and English, like Scotsmen and other Scotsmen. Damn Scotsmen, they ruined it.
Whenever I think of classes that can't get along, I think of warrior classes in WoW.
Well, you talking about
Or no-
classic or retail?
Classic.
Uh,
No one
Why?
wants to bring them into dungeons.
See, that's weird because here it's all about you can't find a tank. Tank and healers, man, you can never find them.
Because you're saying most people don't want to play healer.
True.
I don't know what. Most people don't want to play healer because being a healer is just painful, and it's not because being a support isn't fun. No, it's you get treated like dog shit by everyone else. Because
I don't know. I can see it. I can totally see it being boring. Like it's not action based, and that's fine. Like I get that.
Oh, healers got the worst though. It was like if anything goes wrong, it's your fault. It's never their fault.
Oh no way, dude! It's always the DPS's fault. It's always the DPS's fault. I get blamed for fucking everything. I think you're thinking more of Overwatch.
No, is it? Oh wait, is it DPS? Not DPS. It's like I know, like in class, like warrior class kind of got screwed over because it's like no one wants a warrior, and whenever they haul for dungeons, they like meet people for dungeons, and the warrior's just left behind. It's all mages, man.
I don't know. I mean, it kind of it circles around because because Blizzard sucks at balancing. And so yeah, Warriors got the shaft for a while because you could be a pally tank and you had buffs and resurrects and a bunch of other tools that would help and you weren't just a tank. Same thing with like druids. You could have a druid bear tank and they could also, do cat form, or they could heal, or they could resurrect, or they could do buffs and shit like that. But it's, I mean, they've done it's it's been every class at one point or another. Well, they'll buff some other class to make up for it, and then all of a sudden they're like way better than everybody else, and and it sucks for all the rest of the classes. So Blizzard just sucks at balancing. It is what it is. But what are you gonna do? Like that's been a Blizzard thing for forever. So. Well, all right. Shit, we've been going for almost 2 hours. Anybody else got anything to add?
Besides, Blue likes to hump away at dead skin. No, not really.
Yes, dude. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
sir.
Dead skin?
You don't want to know.
I don't. Yeah.
The long story.
That's all.
Don't tell it.
I mean, I wouldn't tell it anyway.
Keep it a long story.
It's not. It's here's the thing, though. It's not a story I would tell a Jedi. So.
Well, yeah. Then I'm a Jedi, and you shouldn't tell me. Yeah, but.
So digital, when are you gonna get to Radiant, whatever it's called, in Valorant competitive and become the very best? Because I'm already gonna become a champion rank in competitive on League of Legends.
Yeah, when are you gonna play WoW, you bitch?
Soon. I'll become the next Tyler 1.
Yeah, soon. That's a lovely time of year.
I'll become the next Tyler 1.
Fucking ungrateful bitch.
Ungrateful. What
You
the
heard
fuck?
me.
Alright, I'll end it there.
You'll probably get banned off of Twitch. Yeah, you would. Any of Blue's stories would get somebody banned off Twitch.
Story that when I tell people, it's like, is it true? And then I'm like, it's true. I'll stop there. I'm just gonna stop there.
Well, all right
So
then.
anyways, digital like smelly feet. He confirmed it. So
No, that's you, Blue.
no, I like clean feet. Digital telling me how smelly feet is so based.
Yeah, I still think you're mistaking him for you.
That's
I know, right,
crazy.
JC? Yeah, soon. I'll stop playing WoW, and then he'll totally get into it.
I know.
Motherfucker.
That's exactly how this works.
Exactly how it's gonna happen. Ungrateful fuck.
What did JC saying? Oh, I know. That's just I saw.
Well, all right then. Thanks everybody for watching. Like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. Smash like Chan, because she loves it over and over again.
Smash me too. Yeah, like Chan. Smash like Chan.
Smash me, senpai.
Of course.